Hello everyone and welcome back to my vlog. My name is Cat Talks and this is the place where I show you my cross stitch. As you can see, I'm still working on this sunset piece by Dimensions. This is Giants of the Sea, I believe, and I have left the orca here blank, as some of you pointed out. I'm going to try and finish all of the blue before I come back and work on the orca. It's my first orca tail right there. Alright. So I hope you guys are well and I look forward to sharing my progress with you as we progress through June. I have gained the bad habit in recent weeks of going out to a random park in Sweden, picking a random colour of route, not checking how long it is, and then walking it. Today's was short though. Today's was about 2.5 kilometres, I think. One time I picked a 10-kilometre one. I had to turn my traces after about an hour. Today we're at the seaside. I was going to dip my toes in, but up close it's mostly pollen. See? Not as cute out. So I would have to climb out past the pollen to dip my toes in. Or pollution it could be, but I'm fairly sure it's pollen. So I'm sat on the rock in the middle of the forest. My favourite rock. We've actually been here before, you and I. Not this particular rock, but the tide's in this time. So last time I sat there, and the sea was really far away, so eventually I sat on that rock there, and the sea was only here, but now it's here, so it must be tidal, I reckon. And I did bring some stitching, but I'm not sure I'm going to do any because, well, in the middle of the countryside and there's like bugs everywhere. We'll see, but I brought a Sudoku and I might do that, and some Tang Plastics, which is a Haribo sweet. I don't know if you have those in America. It's like a sour sweet. Alright, catch you soon. Also, these are my riding gloves and I love them. They're by Rafa. I've had them for years and I love them. They're so comfortable. I have two pairs, one for summer, one for winter. If you cycle, they're definitely worth checking out. Look at this view! This is so dumb and it's going to be so cold. Oh god, it's freezing. Good morning, it is Monday the 5th of June and I am just ripping out all the way to here, from here, because I miscounted. So this should all be shifted one stitch to the left, which is why this is here to remind me to stop frogging. And I know lots of people would say, you know, don't frog. You're very small off, but I like to have everything as the pattern says, because otherwise I forget where I am. So, frogging away. All frogged out, so we're going to restitch. Good morning everyone, I have reached the bottom left corner on this beautiful sunny Tuesday. And in case you forgot, here is a, here's a comparison. So we are working just there in the bottom left corner, filling in that sort of greeny blue colour. And then after that, I'm going to treat myself to some orca tail. And here we are on the evening of what I believe is the Wednesday the 6th of June, but I could be wrong. And I've completely finished all of the water in the first 5 columns. So now I've started working on the orca, which is very exciting. As you can see, I've done some of the greys, and then the next colour will be a blend, and then it's just black, 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 black. But it is, I mean, the coverage is still worrying me a little bit, but it is looking very good. Good morning. Good morning, mosquitoes. Good morning, team. We are back in the forest. Is it not beautiful? So this would normally have been a long walk, like a weekend only walk for me. But now that I've been walking a lot more and cycling a lot more, I actually figured I could probably do this in the morning, so I've done this in the morning before work. I'm going to turn around now and go back to work, mainly because I just saw a mosquito land on me, which was unfun. Mainly because it's time to go back to work, but that's pretty cool, right? This is the way to the nature reserve, and that's the way home, and that's the mosquito. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hello, my wonderful viewers. This is where I am currently with my Giants of the Sea, and as you can see, I've finished off all of my park threads, so I'm getting ready to continue on with some more colours. I will be working in the sea first this time. I'm hoping to get to the halfway mark in the sea before I go back to the land, so I may have to move the hoop again, which we all know is not my favourite thing in the world to do, but it should be alright. The coverage is looking very good this light, to be honest. So I'm going to get stitching, and it is the 13th of June. I actually can't tell if this is like a real woodpecker. Not, you're very slow towards it. Might also be a sculpture or something, or a drawing. It's not moving, so it's very probably just a drawing. A sculpture, it's a very good one though. I am a very wet person. It has been raining all day, and we are walking. We've chosen to follow this time the actual lights themselves, not a colour, but I know that we're following yellow and green until they split. Then we follow green until we meet orange, and then we swap over to orange, if I can remember. There were so many people running and cycling. Not so many, but like the same number of people I saw when it was raining, when it was not raining yesterday, which is hilarious to me. But why am I here? Why am I walking in the rain? I could be stitching. Actually, I am not having a better June than I was May, so I'm barely stitched anything. But when I get home, I do plan on calling my gran. Calling my gran because it's Father's Day, and hope that she passes on my message to Grandad. Then making a cup of tea, making dinner, or ordering dinner, I'm not sure which yet. And then stitching for the rest of the day, I think, is my plan. Not sure. But yeah, it should only be about, I think, 3 kilometres round, and it was 2.5 here, so roughly 7 to 8 anyway. It's pretty cool that it's raining. You can see, that's where we're going. Just wanted to very quickly show you 2 things. It's Tuesday the 20th of June, and I finished my jigsaw puzzle, and I've been working on Giants of the Sea a little bit, and this is how far I am. When I saw this guy show up here, I got very excited because it just looked like you could tell from the way the water was, there was something coming up there, and it looked really good. And I'm just continuing my way down. So the big fin here, this is half. It's pretty convenient actually. So I intend on going up to the big fin. But it is summer at Mill Hill soon, so I might not get there before summer at Mill Hill, but still very cool. All right, I'm gonna get to work. It is Wednesday the 21st, and it is time for me to start my Summer at Mill Hill piece, which will be this tricolour pansy. And the first colour is dark blue, so I've threaded that up and we're about to get going. I'm doing a little cycle, and look at this church tower. It isn't attached to the church at all. That's the church building there. Really cool, huh? Hello everyone, it is Monday the 26th of July. Is that true? No, June. Fairly sure it's still June. And I'm working on my piece for #Summer at Mill Hill, which is the stitch along I host with my friend Miss T and Stitches over on Instagram. I chose this beautiful bright flower to represent summer and all the hope of the new season and the warmth of the sun, and yeah. I have finished all the stitches, so I'm just moving on to the beading now. And I'm hoping to get it finished tonight, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out because it's already 9:30. Annoyingly, I have made a very big error, and these big beads that I have put here in the middle, the big yellow, are not supposed to be there. They're supposed to be small yellow beads. So I'm going to take all those out and replace them. I did it! There's only a tiny bit of backstitch and the treasure left to go, which I will do tomorrow before work. And I finished something in June. It's very exciting. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, and last night I went swimming after work, which was a delightful experience and really, really fun. And then I finished this. So I added the long stitching around the center and I attached the bee. I think the blue is supposed to be, you know, the black and blue bands on the bee. Isn't she gorgeous? And then once I finished that, I swapped over to my Guardians of the Sea. No, that's not what it's called, is it? Giants of the Sea. And I've been working, as you can see, along here and a little bit down here to build out the kind of colours and the shapes, and it's looking really, really good. Yeah, my goal with this now is to get to half with the sea, except for the big fin. So here is a really big fin coming up. One sec, let me move the scissors. Big fin in the middle, which I'm not sure I'm going to do until I have done the mountain, because it's a lot easier to count when you can change colours, and that fin is all black. And yeah, but I want to finish this orca essentially, which takes us halfway through the piece, and do all the water. But I've been faced with a setback, and that is that. On our way over to the setback, the tea timer went off, so we're gonna take out the tea. I have this little tea bag holder that I use to hold my very, very big. I did buy another one of these that isn't as big. This is for teapots, I think. I panicked and bought the first one I grabbed, but I don't think this was the right one. Anyway, avid gardeners will immediately notice what the problem is here, but this is a lavender plant. It's having a hard time, and that's because it's been attacked by these tiny, tiny bugs called spider mites that are eating it alive. So this is probably too late for the lavender plant. They eat the plant. They look like spiders, but they eat the plant. But unfortunately, they have also started, they somehow migrated over to my mint plant and my basil, and they've started eating. So I need to take care of business, if I can. And you can't see the webs, but you can see them on the these little white dots on the stems. That's them, unfortunately. So I need to do something, which I didn't want to do because they're gross. And they're also now on my watering can. Gross, gross, gross. There's one moving right now. So I need to kill them all after work today. Which means no stitching time, because I'm going to be killing weird, gross spider plants. But now for a cup of tea and to go to work. Hi everyone, it is July the 2nd, so it is time for me to draw and end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching me make some progress on my pieces. I have really enjoyed having you here, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next vlog. Have a wonderful month, everybody.